Hi guys, it's Spacey Sims, and I'm here with just a really quick, very simple speed build for the Disney Princess Legacy Challenge. Originally I was debating whether to have Rocket and Leveret run away together and just move into some kind of a little small house, or leave them in the current family house. The last episode, Leveret did move into the current family house, and then I got a suggestion to, have them run away. So I decided to actually do that. So I wanted to just build them a really quick house, very similar cottage style to the one he currently lives in. It's not nearly as cute as that one though. Also has a little bit of a barn style, which being a little uncreative here since I just built a barn and everything for my My Little Pony LP. But yeah, so I did something really simple and just really quick. I didn't spend too much time on it. As you can tell, I've shortened this down to like 9 minutes. But yeah, just did something really simple. So it would just have 2 bedrooms. The kids would share a room. And, just a very simple living room, eating area, kitchen type of a thing. Nothing really extravagant or fancy. Because, if they're running away, they wouldn't have a lot of money and they would just, whatever. And I think it ends up being like 22,000 simoleons, because I just built it and I was like, I'm not going to worry about the cost or whatever. And then I moved them in. I used free real estate to move them in. So I have filmed one episode of the LP, so it's the next episode to come out after this, with them in the new house. I'm not 100% sure if I'm actually going to keep it this way or just move them back into the regular house. I kind of like the idea of having them run away and live in their little house, but at the same time, I feel like, I've spent 4 generations building up the family and the house and the lots, and even though we keep switching around, that I'm like, do we really want them to have to start all over? So I may actually, end up moving them back into the old family house, because I do enjoy, having our ghosts and our family. I think I was originally thinking when I recorded the last part of this, so the next part technically that you guys will see, that I would move Blaze and Betty back in with Kinley, so at least someone's there, and if she dies, then, we can always, go back to that house later on or something, because we would at least have people in that house, with our ghosts and everything. But now I'm like, I've already kind of played once in this house, and I don't necessarily know if I'm feeling it, just because it's a complete starter, and I feel like we've already done the starting thing, so I don't know. So I might actually end up kind of scrapping this whole idea and just moving them back in. And it could just be because I was kind of uninspired when I built the house, because I've kind of already built a house kind of similar that just came out better, and I didn't want to take days in order to build the house, but I kind of wanted to go with the idea of having them run away. And his little cottage is just way too small. And since we're working on the short lifespan, that it seems like, oh, let's have them go in a tiny little cottage and take forever to be able to add a bedroom for kids and stuff. So, it didn't really make sense. So that's why I was like, well, I'll just build them something else. But I'm not really feeling it. I don't know. I think I was just kind of uninspired when I was doing it, because I've been working so hard on my other build, for the My Little Pony LP, that I got to this point and I was like, whatever. Which tends to happen to me, which is why I don't do a ton of builds, just because sometimes I'm just totally into it and I do it, and other times I'm like, I really just don't feel like putting in the effort. So I think I burnt myself out on the My Little Pony one, because I've been doing so much with that one and putting so much effort into that one and just using everything up for that. So we got to this one and I was like, I just finished doing some stuff for that one, and so I probably wasn't in the right mindset to do this. So yeah, it's kind of meh. It's nothing fabulous. I'm not totally happy with it. And I probably wouldn't normally I probably would have just scrapped this speed build and not even worried about it, but I did record one of the episodes of the LP afterward, and I was like, oh, well, I did a build for it, and I'm like, and now I can't just pretend that this didn't happen, because I already said it. So I just put my foot in my mouth on that part. So yeah, so I kind of set myself up that I kind of had to do it. But yeah, it was worth a shot, and I did try to give them something to start their family in, but I just wasn't feeling it. It's kind of like what happened when I moved them into the other house in Newcrest, that like after like a couple episodes I'm like, I'm not feeling this house, and I built them a whole new one that I do like better. I may eventually just, you know, rebuild that lot and or move them into something else, and because, you know, I just get bored with the same house and you gotta move and redecorate and whatnot. But I don't know if they'll stay in this one, just because I don't know, I kind of miss the old house. I definitely spent a little bit more time with that one, even though I kind of reused the kitchen and the bathrooms from a different house and just kind of recycled those into a different build. But yeah, you know, I mean, that one I kind of feel like it came out kind of neat. It just kind of happened, and, you know, it's fun and funky, and this one was just like, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, we'll see how long they stay in this house, but I figured, you know, we'll just do the build really quick, throw it up, you know. It's a really short video, so, you know, it's like not really wasting more than 10 minutes of your life on it, but, yeah, but it's something, and just because, you know, I did kind of mention it in the next part that will be posted, so, you know, I figure we can't pretend it didn't happen. Yeah, it's just really simple, and I was originally going for, you know, I wanted it to be like a simple kind of house. In my head, I wanted it to be like a little barn-style cottage, but that didn't really kind of work. This isn't really exactly what I was intending. But like I said, I've been doing a lot of other building and decorating and everything, so I kind of just sapped my creativity. Because I can only build or decorate for so long before I'm like, all right, we have to stop, or it's not going to be as good, you know, as the beginning. Like, it starts to just falter off because I just put so much effort and everything in. And, you know, I actually completely forgot to put wallpaper on the wall under the stairs, so don't yell at me. I actually do fix that in the next part of the LP because I notice it. But yeah. Yeah, I kind of just built that little entryway, so it kind of just looked like, oh, it was a barn, and then we just added this little tiny entryway room. But yeah, I'm still like, I don't know. It just wasn't as inspired, and it wasn't coming together exactly the way I saw it, so, you know, but I gave it a shot, and we'll see if we keep them in this house or not. I'm thinking probably not. We may have to build something else down the road for them, or for the next generation or something, because, you know, I do like to spice things up and have them move around. But yeah, so I'm just kind of putting some wallpaper and stuff upstairs. I do their bedroom, and I kind of just put wallpaper in the baby's room, or what's going to end up being their kids' room. But I don't actually put any furniture or anything in that, and I kept it very simple, so they don't have, like, you know, too much in the way of electronics. Like, they don't have a computer or anything. I do add that when they move in, but I just wanted to keep it basic, simple. And like I said, I think it ends up being like 23,000 simoleons, so slightly more than a starter, but, you know, free real estate works. You know, and I just kind of moved them in, so they ended up having actual money as opposed to being flat broke. But yeah, so, and then I just put like some little planter pots out front so they could start a little garden to make some money. But yeah, well, I will leave that here, and I will see you guys next time. Remember, give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.